I'm sorry, but saying you're the most reliable weather app is like saying you guess the most accurately, because there's no skill, apparently. Wasn't supposed to rain for 3 more hours. I have been stalking the weather tracking since I got up this morning for, 4+ hours. And it kept moving farther and further back, which is very common. They'll say it's gonna rain at 8 a.m. and then you check it a little while later, now it's saying 9 and 10, and that's what it was doing. To the point that I was like, it may not even rain today, or if it does, it's gonna be much later. It's like I went to refresh it again, it was like raining right now. Raining right now? What are you talking about? Right. And now the rain has stopped. That's all right, we still came to Echo, the park we generally like to frequent in the rain. Although I will say, this time last year, if it was raining, I had no place to go. Now I've got a few places that I feel comfortable going to in the rain, that they're not just gonna get completely covered in mud. So for once, I remembered my rain jacket. Got here, it's not raining anymore, so I took it off because it makes too much noise with the mic. And if it's not raining, it's not worth it. Typically I'll bring sandals so I don't get my shoes all wet. Forgot that, so got little shoe covers on. So let's talk about the title of this video and how I am kind of neglecting Enzo, to be honest. Lotus has some reactivity issues that we've talked about countless times on this channel. Because of that, Enzo's abilities have suffered, and really the stuff that he loves to do, which is interact. I mean, Enzo is a people person, people dog. He loves to interact, and Lotus, not so much. Oh, go puppy, go boy. Did you get him? Oh, he went up the tree. Yeah, I know. Not fair. No, you can't wait for him to come back down. Well, for one, he could go to another tree. Yeah, kind of like birds. You tell him. You tell that baby brother. So, as I was saying, yes, they know you're the star. We know. It's what we've been told by you multiple times. Rainy days prior to Lotus mean that Enzo and I were probably going to interact. We were going to go on walks. We were going to go work on training, basically, because I didn't want him to get all muddy. The way to ensure that was to work on like healing and stuff. So we would go to Lowe's, we'd go to Home Depot, we'd go to other places that allowed them. Some of the if it was nicer weather, we'd go to some of the outdoor malls or something. That kept him fresh. Sometimes days would go by where he was with me like 24/7. In fact, he was with me so much that I began to start to make days where I would go to like work at Starbucks for the afternoon just so he could have a little bit of time, so as not to keep enforcing the separation anxiety that he has. Yeah. But with Lotus, to be honest, even just having 2 and going into stores and stuff is a lot. I've done it. And then you throw in like a camera and everything else, and it's virtually impossible. I mean, with Enzo, yeah, I mean, a lot of times we would just go places to go places, but if I had to run some errands or something, he would go with me. I don't do that with both of them because it's too much. I can't take them both into a Lowe's or Home Depot and pick up a few items as well. Like, that's just way too much. Come on, Lotus. In. Which one of you forgot the camera? Huh? Who? Who was it? Was it you? Was it you? Yeah. Sit. I can feel the rain coming. I knew it was coming again. I was smart. I parked inside. I forgot, though, that the camera can't get wet. What do you think? I'm not always unprepared. You're sounding like Lotus. So Enzo's been getting neglected, I feel like. Anytime I come out and do stuff like this, it's like, well, I feel guilty for leaving Lotus. Yes, Lotus needs a lot of practice at this, but when I bring Lotus, 99% of my attention is on Lotus because he's the one that needs the most work. Therefore, I tend to neglect Enzo, which has let him get a little rusty on some stuff, and it's not completely his fault. He's basically learned at this point that if I don't say his name before the command, that I'm not talking to him, which is good, I guess. Then when it's just like me and him, he's not really listening to me unless I say his name. As soon as I say his name, he's like, okay. So I guess that's partly my fault. So it's not just him that's rusty, it's me too. Because with Lotus, there's a lot more leeway, I guess. And unfortunately, Enzo gets that as well. Whereas when it's just me and him, neither one of us is giving any leeway. We're both making sure we do everything 100% right. Right? Yeah, so gotta be flawless. Yeah, gotta be flawless. Okay, not truly flawless, but we need to be better than what we are. That's for sure. Just remember when you're doing these types of things, they need a little free time. Now, generally, I like to find like a patch of grass, but that's not really gonna work today. So at the very least, I can let him walk free without command. All right, and maybe when we get a moment where we are covered by a hillside and a river, and I can see that way and that way for a very long time, then we let him off his leash. I'm not actually worried about him. He will listen to me. I'm more cognizant of how people perceive him not being on a leash. A lot of what I do is really just to make other people feel calmer. There was a guy behind us. He was a ways back to where I wasn't worried about him. I don't want to judge, but he looked a little sketchy. And then he went into the grass, like towards the river. So, confirming the sketchy? I don't know. Hi, buddy. Go up these stairs, or you want to take the grass route? Come on. Who needs clean shoes? We'll take the grass route. Now we have the exact opposite effect. We're on top of the wall. Bye, buddy. Bye. Guess it's just me now. Oh, you gonna come with? Oh, that's so nice of you. How you doing? Break.
Break.
Oh, jeez. We almost ran into each other.
Papa, what did you do? Did you work on some training?
Did you plan the bride?
Well, he was doing really well with playing with his Frisbee, even though, like, you could tell he was, like, very timid because he knows.
Yeah.
So he was doing really well, and, like, we walked up the side to check to see if you guys were coming and stuff. So I was like, well, we'll go get a treat. Just been kind of standing out here mostly, trying to be okay with the storm coming.
Yeah.
Papa, what did you do?
Knocking off the rust.
Did you get the socializations?
Well, as much as you can be in COVID.
Yeah.
Just being out and about, though, in a different setting.
Yeah, wow, big boy.
He did get to go to the park this morning, so it's not like he hasn't gotten nothing.
I know, but
It's a
like,
month
I
of
didn't
this.
get any special treatment today.
Every day is special treatment for Lotus Day.
Let me see her, Pop. Let me see. Let me see it. Just so happy that Enzo's back.
Yeah, he didn't care I'm
He's
here.
even like more willing, it
Yeah.
looks like, to like play.
Yeah,
now
he's just
that
happy in general.
Yeah, because like he wasn't like that frolicky before.
Yeah,
But now
he's
he's
just-
like, oh, Enzo's here. I'm good.
Are you happy? Oh, hi.
Like he would not do that for me before. It was, I mean, he was starting to warm up a little bit.
I don't want to play tug.
Yeah, he definitely wasn't playing. Tell me, Dad. Tell me, Dad. Is your brother home? You feel better? Yeah. Yeah, I know. Wow. Wow. Oh.
How that Frisbee is not ripped to shreds.
I don't know. It's held up so well. Oh, so strong. Oh. Timmy. Timmy. That's all he won.
Huh?
I won. Big boy, how'd you do? What? I know, he loved you. Tell him. Well, tell him about it. Mom didn't leave you. Mama didn't leave you.
Did you tell him? Is it safe now? You know they come every week, right? Every week. They come every week.